I'm Janice Mackey-Freyer at the hospital, where the exhausted boys are in isolation. Not even their parents are allowed to see them. Quarantined because the risk of infection is so great, physical contact, even a hug, must wait until doctors say it's safe. Though officials say the 4 boys who came out Sunday are now eating normal foods like rice porridge. Divers involved in the rescue say the kids come out cold, hypothermia a real risk. And after days in the dark with little food, these survivors face a tricky recovery.
They're in the dark. They don't know if they're going to get saved. They don't even know if they're going to live, and they have no idea what their parents are going through.
Local media has released these photos of the team, who have not been seen in public. The 8 already out, not named. The most recent glimpses of the group showed them to be in good spirits.
They are lucky to be in there together, like 13 boys together. And if they are in there alone, it will be very more desperate.
Across Thailand, relief is beginning to set in. Families waiting near the cave for the last rescues. I told myself he'd be all right, said this aunt. I was worrying too, but I keep my feelings quiet. People who have worried now hoping to celebrate that the world's most watched soccer team is nearly home. Janice Mackey-Freyer, NBC News, Chiang Rai, Thailand.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.